What's happening, YouTube? Joe here on a Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend. I did. Some of you may have known I did my weatherman duties this past weekend. Now I'm back doing my pipe carving duties. Me and my apron. I love the apron. You know, one of the reasons why some of you ask why I wear this apron, and some other guys don't. Well, I just like protecting my shirts and stuff, because sometimes, especially when I start dyeing and staining and stuff, that you know, I get a little sloppy, and when I'm turning stuff on the lathe or sanding or whatever, I don't like getting it, you know, all my clothes all dirty or whatever. I'm just a freak when it comes to that. So I just like it all going to the apron, and I can take the apron off and voila. Still gets on my sleeves and stuff, but try to be careful there. I am smoking some Dunhill Flake in another one of my Nerup pipes here. Again, Peter Jeppesen is an incredible pipe maker. And let's see, what else I'm going to talk about today. Oh, I could do a little Weather Channel rant. Now, I know I'm a weatherman, and was for a career for many, many years. And I have depended literally on the Weather Channel for information from time to time, because they have a whole staff of meteorologists. I'm one guy, you know. And more so for information about other parts of the country, not what's going on here, because I can know what's going on here. But I will tell you, over the past couple of years, I have been, I guess, kind of frustrated with the Weather Channel. And that's because they've gotten into this reality TV kind of thing, where they're doing all these special half-hour and hour-long programs, and they might pop your weather in there every so often. And they've gotten away from being a true weather channel. To me, that's my personal opinion. So, you know, maybe they found a niche market that likes the kind of thing they're doing. I don't know. But what I have found is something called Weather Nation TV. It's now on DirecTV. If you've got DirecTV in the States, I think it's channel 361. And I heard that Comcast carries them, and maybe some other cable networks carry them too. And then I heard, on top of all that, that DirecTV is having issues with Weather Channel anyway, and may very well be dropping Weather Channel for a period of time. I know how those things work. Sometimes they work it out at the last minute and never drop them, or whatever. But I had read in an article earlier today, somebody from DirecTV commenting the fact that they've kind of gotten away from their being a weather channel. Now, granted, I know there are other channels who do the same kind of thing, which still kind of, you know, it kind of bugs me in a way sometimes, I guess. Not as bad as the Weather Channel, though, but it's like the History Channel does other programs, you know, like Pawn Stars and stuff like that. But you got to understand that the History Channel, I mean, it's all about history, and if you watch the show Pawn Stars, a lot of things they bring in are historical items, and they give little historical facts throughout the show about them. So I'm not as bothered by that. Whereas when the Weather Channel is running a I don't know what some of the names of their shows, but it's just these shows that they're not really talking about specific weather that I'm wanting to tune in for. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where if I'd heard, wow, there has been awful flooding or snow, 2 feet of snow in the Northeast, and I'm like, wow, I've got somebody who lives up there. I want to find out what's going on. I can't tune into their local TV station, right? So I can tune in the Weather Channel, and they've got some show on about, I don't know what it is. So anyway, there's my little rant about that. So I found Weather Nation TV. And they also have apps for your iPhone and Android device too that you can download to see Weather Nation TV and get information from them. Just as Weather Channel has an app too. Give them props for that. But the good thing about Weather Nation TV, they are weather. They do the weather. So you can turn on at any given time and watch them doing the weather all around the country, what's going on, excuse me, your local weather. And I like that. So I didn't know what, if you're a weather buff, if you want to know what's going on with the weather at any given time, what do you think about the Weather Channel? Is anybody else out there seeing Weather Nation TV? So, there's my little rant about that. Here in the workshop today, working on, this is going to be a Mad Hatter. I've got it all taped up because I'm going to do some blasting here on it. This is going to turn out to be the first blasted rusticated Mad Hatter. Normally I do other kind of rustication in here, but I'm going to do a blast on that. If you see over my shoulder, my sandblaster is now here. I rescued it from Briarville Rick. I had the blast unit. He had the giant compressor. I have since purchased a large compressor, and it actually sits up my garage. I got a 2-car garage. My garage is actually up there, and the retaining wall for the garage is right across there that I have that pegboard up on. So what I did, I don't know if you can see. Can you see the orange? Let me get my monitor here and see if I can point directly to it. Right up in there, there's a little orange air hose that goes up and goes into the garage area, and the compressor is up there, which is cool. I've got a cutoff valve down here, got a cutoff valve up there, and it works tremendously. So I'm able to do a lot more sandblasting now that my unit's here and got a proper compressor to work with it. So that's an update on some things in my shop. Another thing is coming up this weekend, Briarville Rick and I are going to head to Texas, to Weatherford, Texas, which is barely on the western side of Fort Worth. So we got to go through Dallas, through the in-between, through Fort Worth. Right on the other side of Fort Worth is Weatherford, Texas. It's about, as I mentioned, or Rick and I mentioned in the last video we did about it, about an 11 and a half hour drive from right here in the western side of Nashville. So we're gonna get down there on Friday and hopefully hook up with Mark and Amber, and I think the Dagners are coming in Friday night. That's awesome. And then I don't know the entire list of people who are coming, but there's a lot. You can check out Mark and Amber's channels, AGS Mom 1 and Making Change, and find out a little bit more. I saw Ghostly Smoker, Kyle, put a video up. They've had a sick pup. You know, when you got a pet who's a member of the family for so many years, I know what that's like when they get sick, and I mean get very ill, and you know, the Kyle said that he just didn't think he's going to be able to make it up to the conference this time because of that. And Kyle, we just want you to know that, yeah, we understand. My wife and I, you know, especially like our little Yorkie Harley, if something like that happened, I'd be canceling trips left and right. I'd be canceling orders. I'd be doing whatever I could to be with that pup, because, you know, they become a member of your family. I know sometimes non-pet owners can't understand that, but wow, little Harley is just a member of our family, and we love her. And I know, I think it's Phoebe, it's a dachshund that Ghostly Smoker and his wife have. So we just want you to know that we're praying for the situation and hope everything comes out all right. And maybe she'll have a great miracle turnaround, and you'll be able, Kyle, to come on up to Weatherford and join us. But otherwise, our thoughts are with you and the pup. Hopefully everything's going to work out okay. But if you can make it, come on over to the Texas Size Pipe Presenter Barn Dance and Barbecue, or Barbecue and Barn Dance, whatever. I never can get the name of it right. It's a get together that we're having there in Texas. Like I said, Briarville Rick and I and Jay and Jason Dagner and Nikki are going to be there, and a bunch of others. So we certainly hope that you can make it down, and we'll just have a great time this coming weekend. Great fellowship, great pipe smoking time, and Tobacco Lane there in Weatherford is where it's going to be held. And I was there last year. What a fabulous facility that is. Great. They had a great upstairs kind of big conference area with a bar and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about. I'm not talking about it, you know, hey, it's a drinking bar. I'm talking about it has a real nice old bar looking thing in there, which is, it's just really cool. It's you know, Texas does it up right. Everything's bigger in Texas, right? What they say anyway. But I look forward to seeing you folks down there this Friday and Saturday. We're going to be leaving back out on Sunday to come back, but I think they've got maybe some stuff that is going to go on Sunday as well. Maybe some meetup for lunch or whatever. But the big thing is all day Saturday. And we're going to have a good time. I'm sure you'll see Instagram photos and videos and everything from us and many other folks who are going to be down there this weekend. All right, got to get back to work. God bless you all. We'll see you in Texas.